How's it going, everybody? I just want to do a video on my Ptr 9Kt. I'm going to somewhat do an unboxing, even though it's not in the box. I'm going to kind of show you what you get with it and what I did to it already when I first bought it, and just some basic information. You know, I'm not an expert on it, but in kind of why I picked it up and stuff. Overall, just go over it and maybe some things I might do to it down the road. But yeah, this is the Ptr 9Kt, essentially the MP5K variant, civilian legal, of course. It's classified as a handgun. First off, you get a very nice blow molded case, really heavy duty. It's not real cheap or nothing. I mean, the latches are really nice. Like when you actually turn this part comes down to lock it. So really heavy duty, nice case. Obviously, you know, if you care about it, cool. If not, you know, even like, you know, some people they just would be happy with a cardboard box and save the money. So it is what it is. But originally it does come with a the end cap, so you could put a 1-point sling on it. It does come with your sight adjustment tool, Phillips on the other end, and of course an owner's manual. And like I said, this is for the 9Kt model. And then of course the gun lock, and it does have a bungee sling, which actually I forgot to bring it. It's actually upstairs, but it does come with a nice bungee 1-point sling. And this little pick rail, at first I could not figure out what it was for until I found a video. It's actually, if you use the end cap, there's the 2 holes there, and this rail would bolt to the back of here. So that's if you put a certain type of brace system that you want, or, you know, type of stock system that you may want, or whatever. Really, honestly, I don't think people are going to really use it too much. But other than that, I don't know how the older ones came, or their first, you know, set of them came. They may have came with metal mags, but mine came with these polymer mags. They're not actually PTR made ones, but they are US made 30 rounders, and there are like the clear, so you can kind of see how many rounds are in there, which is kind of cool. But these are ETS Group magazines. That's the brand. It does come with 2 of them, 2 30 rounders. Then the other one, of course, is in the gun, which is unloaded. I know there's some safety sallies that commented on my Henry video that saying that I didn't safety check it, even though I'm in the basement and there's nobody down here. But whatever. Can't please the safety sallies. But anyways, here's the firearm itself. As you can see, I did put the brace on it, and the other 30 round magazine. It does have the paddle release that everybody wants, and of course the push button. And again, it's Ptr 9. It does has the SEF lower receiver. The selector switch is not ambidextrous, it's only on the left side. Excuse me. So there's fire, or this would technically consider be full auto, and then that would be semi-auto, and then of course safe if it was a select fire weapon, but it's not. It does have their aluminum handguards. I believe they're probably free floated, and it has its own little hand stop here, so that way you don't accidentally blow your fingers off with the short barrel. It does have the standard, what is it, 1/2 by 28, I believe, is the thread pitch on it. If you do have a 9mm suppressor or something like that, it does have those threads. If not, it does have the 3-lug adapter. And of course Ptr on this side. I believe it is an M-block, so if you did want to put a little pick rail, put a flashlight or something on there. So pretty cool handguard, you know, for the most part. Obviously, if you want that vertical grip, you'd either have to SBR this weapon, or just do the $5 tax stamp for any other weapon. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get into that kind of paperwork. Not a big deal probably, but I just don't want to do it. It does have a welded pick rail on top, so if you do want to put your flashlight, or I'm sorry, not flashlight, red dot or something like that, you can do so. And of course, standard rear sight. It is the drum sight, but it's not like the peep, like they're just like cut notches, you know. And of course, there's no markings that see which one's for what distance or whatever. Kind of unfortunate, but I may down the road switch this out to a regular peep sight one instead of this. I'm not sure yet. And of course, your standard post in the front and the typical charging handle. And of course, a little sling loop here if you want to attach a sling there. What else could I say? I mean, it is a 2-pin receiver, so this is not what like the Pakistani versions they have on one of their K models. It's called the reverse stretch. So technically with that, it's a full-size MP5 receiver, and it only has like a 1-pin, and that's so you can put any standard MP5 like stocks or arm braces on. But a true MP5K gun is going to have the 2-pin, so this is more of a true clone of a K gun. Where, like I said, the PTR or the Pakistani ones, a lot of them that I see are the reverse stretch models. So this one should give it an overall smaller package, I would believe, since the receiver is just shorter. And of course, right away I did add the SB tactical arm brace. It does have the folding mechanism, and it doesn't lock or nothing. It's just tension, and if you want to open it, and it does lock in place there. And this is a QD attachment, so if you do want to put your single point sling right here, you can do that. And so I think it's a pretty cool looking stock, or I'm sorry, brace. Definitely makes it much better. So other than that, that's it. I mean, everybody knows about the MP5s. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of details. One thing I did notice is the trigger pull. Again, for your safety sallies, it is unloaded. The trigger pull, I noticed, if you put it on semi-automatic, what would be a semi-automatic trigger, if this was full auto, it's very heavy. I mean, I'm pulling it right now. I mean, I'm still trying to pull it, and then it just let goes all of a sudden. So it's a very terrible trigger. But what I found out is if you actually put it on what would be full auto, and you can fire, you know, singly like this, you know, on this selector, because it's obviously not full auto, and the trigger is not real heavy, and it's a nice, pretty crisp trigger versus what would be the semi-auto position. So I'm pretty much not going to have it on the semi-auto selector mark, because that trigger pull absolutely sucks. So I don't know if anybody else has one of these, if they experience the same thing, but the trigger pull on what would be full auto is definitely much better. So I'm going to run it like that and see how it goes. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool setup. I mean, I was always a huge fan of the MP5, and honestly I was pretty torn between the full size and the K gun. I really kind of wanted the full size in a way, just because I wanted to put the like a copy of the Surefire front end on it with the flashlight, and then they have the retractable brace, so I thought giving it like that cool classic MP5 look would be pretty sweet. But then again, I really like the K gun too. I thought it was sweet, so I was really torn, but I ended up getting the K gun, and I'm kind of happy. It is pretty. The K gun is pretty sweet. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, between the two models, like a full size gun and this one, I was like half and half. I really wanted to get both just to be happy, but honestly, I couldn't do that. So I ended up getting the PTR because the Pakistani ones was only a few $100s less than this, and this is supposedly American made, and they have a lifetime warranty with PTR. So I mean, if anything down the road, unfortunately, if something happened, which hopefully not, hopefully I should be able to get it taken care of quite easily. Who knows what the warranty is with the Pakistani made ones. and how easy it is to get it repaired if something happened. And so to me, that was a selling point to spend an extra few $100 or so. And the other thing, you know, they say with the Pakistani ones, the finish wasn't quite the greatest with them. Like, there were some handling marks here and there. So that was another thing. You know, I didn't want to spend that much money in a gun and have like finish issues like from the factory, and it's like known. So at least with the PTR one, I mean, the welds are very, very nice and tight. I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but I mean, the finish is pretty nice, you know. And overall, when I seen it, I just had to have it. These do, for some reason, have this like plate here that's welded on. It's probably so you can't attach a stock on it, you know, for legality reasons. So when you do get these braces or something for it, you do have to deal with this. So there is a specific one for these PTRs that have this plate on here. And if you do get the brace, I mean, like this one, you do want to get it. This is the model you want to get, and it's for this with this plate on here. Because the other one that I was gonna get, I actually bought this at the store that I got the gun at, and I was able. The guy let me check the brace out to make sure it actually worked for it. And the other one had like the notch where it would, as you put the brace on, it goes into this rail. Well, obviously I couldn't do it with this plate, so this one had like where it had the little notch on the brace itself. So this was the one for this gun. So just to keep that in mind, that model number on that box I showed you, that's for this gun, for the PTR series with this plate. So if you order one online or something, a brace or whatever, make sure you get the right one, and that is the right one. So yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, this is one of my dream guns. I always wanted one. It's a pretty sweet gun. I'm real happy with it. I haven't shot it yet. Probably going to go tomorrow. Put a few hundred rounds through it, maybe see how it performs. Hopefully I'll get some video of it, not sure. The only thing I really want to do, I don't want to put a red dot on it or nothing. I want to keep it kind of original. Like I said, I may change the drum out to a peep style original drum. That would be like a later thing. But I kind of want to do the handguard and remove and take, even though it's nice, I want to, I ended up seeing they have a reproduction kind of the vertical grip, but it's actually, it looks like it, but it's actually angled. So it shouldn't classify it as any other weapon or anything, because it's considered an angled vertical grip, and so it should be legal on the pistol. And so kind of in a way give it the MP5K look with the vertical grip, but obviously it's just kind of on an angle. So I might do that, and then with that I won't be able to attach a flashlight or nothing. So I did see HK Parts, they also have the where it replaces your push pin, what would be your push pin on the handguard, and it's has like a long bolt that goes through, and it has a small Picatinny rail, so I could have like a little flashlight on the side. So I might do that, you know, between the two, the handguard and that, and maybe the sight. And other than that, I'm not going to do much to this gun, just leave it original style or kind of look. And of course get some metal mag. So it is nice they do include 230 rounders, but I kind of want to have a metal mag too, you know. But other than that, I mean, it seems like it's a really fun gun. Can't wait. You know, I have the Set Me in 308 from Century Arms. It's a fun gun, but obviously 308 costs are, you know, a little up there, you know, to have something to really want to have fun and shoot it, of course. And so I figured something in 9mm, and I always love the MP5. And so I think this is going to be a really, really fun toy to shoot. I'm probably not going to really want to shoot any of the other 9mm like my Uzi pistol or nothing. I mean, this is probably going to be the thing that gets shot the most now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, and thanks for watching.